All right, we're going to see if anybody joins me here. This is my first live. Oh, I have someone here. Who is here? I have one person watching me. This is my first live, so at least by myself. I do them with my wife, but um, just trying to get it all worked out. So who's on? Who's watching me? You put a comment in, that'd be great. Well, hello, whoever you are. I don't see a comment from you, so um, thank you for joining me. I'm just waiting to see if anybody else comes on. But like I said, this is my first live broadcast without my wife. Hi, Valerie Devers. How are you? Thank you for watching me. I think I want to try to do this a little more frequently and take people's questions about anything that you might have related to mental health, psychiatry, psychology, life, anything. So if you have any particular questions, feel free to ask me. Um, Normally I'm doing these with my wife, but they're on her platform, so I'm just trying to do it by myself now. Uh, she always has some fun, interesting things to say, just to kind of wait and break the ice. But I'm here in my office, so unfortunately she's not here with me. So I'm just trying to see what we get. So, Valerie, thank you for joining again. Do you have any questions? Anything that I can answer for you? So just a little bit about me. I'm a psychiatrist. I'm based in Atlanta, and I do general psychiatry, but I'm also doing a treatment called TMS, or transcranial magnetic stimulation, which is a treatment for depression that is medication free. It uses magnets to stimulate the brain and to help treat depression. Um, it's actually quite an effective treatment. It can really help people when medications aren't working. So it's really a great treatment that I've got going on here in my office. So anyone who's interested in that, I would encourage you to contact me. Um, I can put the website down for that. Uh, yes, mental health is very important. Thank you, Valerie. I think far too many people neglect their mental health and feel like and they try to put things off. They're worried about stigma. They may not think that there's something actually wrong, or they're worried that people are going to call them crazy, or think that they're weak in some ways, and this is absolutely not the case with regards to mental health. Oh, we had somebody else join us. If you could please announce yourself in the comments so I can and see who you are, but thank you. Um, this is, I'm just trying to answer questions for anybody who has mental health questions, general medical questions, anything that I can do to answer and help educate the public and get them feeling better. Um, let's see. I'm going to put my website in the comments here, especially for my Rejuvenate TMS, which is my TMS service. And we can definitely help everybody out with that. So, Valerie, how's your day going today? I hope you're having a good day and no challenges, no troubles with anything. But if you are, sometimes just taking some time to yourself, some meditation can really be very helpful. Reduce anxiety. So, I think that my day's going fine, thank you. I've been here in the office, been busy, just waiting for my last TMS treatment patient to come in and get through that, and then I'm going to be closing up and headed home for the day. Go home, see my beautiful wife Buffy. So I think it'll be nice to get back home. All right. So, I think one of the things that I see a lot of is depression. A lot of people deal with depression. This can be having a lot of sadness, feeling down, not having interest in things. And, people can feel like this every now and then, but if it sticks around, if it gets persistent, if it hangs on for at least 2 weeks, this is could potentially be a major depressive disorder. Oh, you've been dealing, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about the passing of your mom. My condolences to you on that. And that's a tough time on your birthday. That's really hard. How long have you been dealing with that? Oftentimes after the loss of a loved one, people will experience bereavement, grief. These are natural reactions. Time is the big healer with that, but the sadness, it can go on. It can last for normally 1 to 2 months. I see you've been dealing with it for 6 months. Have you been feeling down much of that time, or have you continued to struggle with it? If so, you may want to think about talking with somebody. You may actually have developed some depression. That actually can occur after you lose somebody. Like I said, usually within a couple of months, things should be improving. But if they're not, then it may require some treatment, whether that's psychotherapy, talking with a grief counselor. Hi, Kim Thomas. Thank you for joining us. But talking with a grief counselor, sometimes the medications are necessary. Sometimes it just takes, something to help with sleep, help take the edge off anxiety. Anything like that can be helpful. So, if you're really still having a hard time, I would definitely encourage you to go and talk with somebody. There are a lot of great resources. If you want something to just help you calm down, relax, there's some good apps. There's the Calm app, there's Headspace, there's Happify. These are all good apps, and they all have both a free component as well as a paid component. I think, with Valerie, with your loss, unfortunately, everybody kind of has to go through this. And, you're certainly not alone in that. I don't know if you've gotten to the point where you felt like you might need to talk with somebody, but grief counselors, there are grief groups, bereavement groups, things like that can be very helpful. Okay, good. You have been talking to somebody. So that can definitely be helpful and help you kind of get through that. But like I said, time is kind of the big healer on loss. Speaking of loss, one of the things that many people are really encountering some form of loss. I think you lost a loved one, but many people have a profound sense of loss just with everything that's going on with the pandemic. People have felt like they've lost their social outlet. They may have felt like they're losing friends, losing their what's going on in their normal life, and there can be profound sense of loss with regards to that as well. And I think people can be experiencing much in the way what people experience when they do have grief or loss of loved ones. And I think definitely want to try to stay connected to people, whether that's through the telephone, through video conferencing, Zooms, anything like that. That can be helpful. You got to keep that connection going with other people. If you can go and some socially distanced activities. I hate the word social distance because that really implies kind of social disconnectivity, and that's not what we're doing. I really wish they had said physical distancing instead of social distancing. I think just the connotation of that is so much better than this social distancing, which sort of implies I can't socialize, I can't see anybody, I can't interact with anybody. But you definitely want to keep physical distance from people. Hopefully with the new COVID vaccine, this will get better. I know they're starting to roll that out, and I think if you have the opportunity to get the vaccine, I really encourage you to do so. I have gotten my first shot, and I'm going to get my second shot in a couple of weeks. I'm getting the Moderna vaccine, but there's also the Pfizer option, and different outlets are going to have different each one of the other vaccine. I know CVS is starting to roll them out. I think Walgreens is starting to roll them out, and so they're going to become more and more available as time goes on. And like I said, I would really encourage you to get that, because the quicker we can kind of get past all these restrictions and lockdowns and get back to a normal life, I think people are going to feel much better in general with regards to that. So hopefully we can do that. And I think the vaccine is a big step in that direction. So Kim, you mentioned it seems like you may be feeling isolated with regards to all of this, and hopefully you do have some social outlets, or staying connected with people. But sometimes if you can't, especially if you're not going to work, because for many people, just going to work, going into the office, that's a huge social outlet. And when you lose that, you don't have that connection. And I think a lot of people are getting used to working from home, working through Zoom for interactions with other people. And, I think that's probably going to be much of the norm, even once we get past all of this. And I really hope we don't lose a lot of that connection that we have with other people. So, but we'll see. I think I think life is probably going to have a little bit of a different normality to it when it's all said and done. When everything's kind of back to normal, I think we're going to sort of have a new normal. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm hoping by the end of the year things will be more back to normal, but a lot of that also is going to depend on people getting out and getting the vaccine and taking the steps to really protect themselves and other people. So Valerie, yeah, you mentioned that you're missing going to the office, and I think that you're certainly not alone, and I think a lot of people are. But I think, and traveling, absolutely, because even though if you travel a lot, sometimes that can be a bit of a headache. I used to travel a lot when I was doing locum tenens, and I was back and forth kind of every weekend, and that can get a little tedious. But seeing new places, having that connection to other people, is always a fun thing. Traveling for work, traveling for vacation, yeah, I think a lot of people are kind of, I think, stuck in their circle. But if you do have a reason to travel, you want to do it safely, and certainly I think airfares are very cheap right now, so you can get good deals on airfare or an hotel. So that's always a good thing. Well, I just wanted to come on quickly. I appreciate everybody who kind of joined my live, and I'm going to try to do this more often. So please make sure you follow me and watch out. I'm hoping I'm going to get into kind of a rhythm where I'm doing this sort of on a regular basis at a particular time, and I really want to be able to interact with people and answer their questions and be able to educate people. So I think I'm going to sign off for now, but thank you everybody for for joining us. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Bye.